Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. just to pee? You're not alone. Millions of older adults, especially those over 60, struggle with frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia. And while you might assume this is just part of aging, science says otherwise. In today's video, we're diving deep into 3 humble vegetables that research shows can significantly reduce those late-night bathroom trips. We'll unpack what's really happening inside your body, what Harvard and Mayo Clinic studies reveal, and how one simple tweak to your dinner plate could lead to a more restful, uninterrupted sleep. So stay with me, because the last vegetable on this list is one most people overlook, yet holds the biggest impact. Number 1, cucumber. Let me ask you something. If your doctor told you there's a natural, inexpensive way to improve your kidney health, balance your blood sugar, and reduce those frustrating 2 a.m. bathroom trips, all without a prescription, would you take it seriously? Because that's exactly what cucumber offers. Yes, this common salad staple holds surprising power, especially for seniors dealing with nocturia. And the science backs it up. Before we dive deeper into cucumber, let's understand the mechanics behind nocturia. When we age, 2 main systems start to change: our bladder function and our kidneys' ability to concentrate urine at night. Add to that factors like elevated blood sugar, high sodium intake, and poor hydration timing, and it becomes a perfect storm. For those with diabetes or prediabetes, the risk multiplies. When blood sugar remains elevated for long periods, the kidneys have to work harder to flush out the excess glucose, leading to more frequent urination. This is not just disruptive to sleep. It slowly chips away at your quality of life, your energy, and even your cognition. And that's where cucumber steps in, not as a miracle cure, but as a multitasking nutritional ally. Cucumber is about 95% water, but unlike just drinking plain water late at night, which may worsen nocturia, cucumbers help hydrate you more gradually and efficiently. According to the Institute of Medicine, foods with high water content are better absorbed at the cellular level and help regulate hydration throughout the day without burdening the kidneys at night. But here's the real kicker. Cucumbers are a mild natural diuretic. They help your body gently eliminate excess sodium and water, especially when consumed in the afternoon or early evening. Why does that matter? Because sodium retention is one of the top hidden triggers behind nighttime swelling and urgency. In one 2016 study published in the journal Nutrients, researchers found that diets rich in natural diuretics like cucumbers helped reduce edema, swelling, and improve nighttime bladder control, particularly in older adults with borderline hypertension or insulin resistance. This makes cucumber a rare gem. It helps you flush excess fluids without causing rebound dehydration. Now let's talk blood sugar. Stable glucose levels are essential to reduce stress on the kidneys. And cucumber is a strong player here too. It's extremely low in carbohydrates, about 4 g per cup, most of which is fiber, has a low glycemic index, and contains compounds that support better insulin sensitivity. Animal studies published in the Journal of Medicinal Plant Research, 2011, showed cucumber extract could lower blood sugar levels and support pancreatic function. While human studies are still emerging, the direction is promising. And in clinical practice, I've seen many seniors benefit from simply swapping processed snacks for hydrating vegetable-based ones like cucumber with lemon or herbs. Even more compelling, the British Journal of Nutrition highlighted the role of cucumber flavonoids, such as fisetin, in reducing oxidative stress, which is often elevated in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Remember, less inflammation and oxidative stress equals healthier kidneys and fewer trips to the bathroom at night. Cucumber isn't just about hydration, it's about targeted hydration. Seniors often fall into 2 categories: overhydrating close to bedtime or underhydrating throughout the day. Both extremes can worsen nocturia. By integrating cucumbers during the day, especially at lunch or as an afternoon snack, you hydrate in a controlled way. This supports kidney filtration without the late-night urgency caused by gulping down glasses of water before bed. A practical example from one of my patients, Harold, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher, had been waking up every 90 minutes to urinate. After adjusting his hydration strategy and including a cucumber-based salad daily before 5 p.m., his nighttime bathroom visits reduced to just once per night within 3 weeks. His energy and mood improved, and his blood pressure stabilized, likely due to reduced sodium retention. This change didn't require medications, just smart hydration and nutrient timing. What makes cucumbers even more valuable is their antioxidant load. They contain tannins, flavonoids, and vitamin C, key players in reducing systemic inflammation. And inflammation is closely tied to bladder sensitivity and kidney workload. A study in Phytotherapy Research, 2014, confirmed that cucumber extract reduced markers of oxidative stress in aged rats and improved renal tissue structure. While more human data is needed, the early evidence supports cucumber as a kidney-supportive food. What's more, inflammation can make your bladder more reactive, causing you to feel the urge even when your bladder isn't full. Cooling that inflammation naturally through foods like cucumber can offer relief without pharmaceutical side effects. Number 2, zucchini. If I asked you to name a vegetable that hydrates like cucumber, stabilizes blood sugar like oats, and eases kidney stress like a prescription med, but without the side effects, would you think of zucchini? Probably not. Yet this humble green squash might just be one of the most underutilized tools in the senior health arsenal, especially for those struggling with nocturia, the medically recognized term for waking at night to urinate. Let's explore why this vegetable deserves a prominent spot on your dinner plate, and how the science lines up with practical, life-changing benefits for your kidneys, blood sugar, and bladder. Nighttime urination isn't just inconvenient. It fragments your sleep, spikes cortisol, weakens your immune system, and can even accelerate cognitive decline. Seniors who wake more than twice a night to urinate are significantly more likely to report daytime fatigue, depression, and even increased fall risk, according to data from the National Sleep Foundation. And while many people chase medications or bladder supplements, one of the first places to look is what's on your plate after 5 p.m. That's where zucchini steps in. Zucchini is a glycemic-smart, nutrient-rich, and high-water vegetable that supports 3 key systems directly tied to nocturia: blood sugar regulation, kidney support, fluid balance, and electrolyte stability. Let's break each of those down. Zucchini has an incredibly low glycemic index, GI, between 15 and 20. That means it won't spike your blood sugar after eating, which is vital because unstable glucose leads to increased urine output. Why? When blood sugar is too high, the kidneys attempt to flush out the excess through urine. This results in more nighttime urination, especially dangerous for seniors with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. Zucchini also contains fiber, which slows the absorption of sugars from other foods you eat in the same meal. A 2018 study published in Diabetes Therapy found that higher vegetable fiber intake was associated with a measurable decrease in nocturnal urination among elderly diabetics. But it's not just about blood sugar. Zucchini is naturally high in potassium, a mineral critical for kidney and bladder function. Potassium helps the body flush out excess sodium, which when left unchecked, causes water retention and can put stress on your kidneys. Now here's where it gets important. High sodium plus low potassium diets are correlated with overactive bladder symptoms, especially in older adults. According to the American Journal of Kidney Diseases, potassium-rich foods like zucchini support glomerular filtration, the process your kidneys use to filter waste and toxins, without increasing urinary frequency, like caffeine or alcohol. If you're struggling with nighttime urination and your doctor has told you your kidney function is slightly reduced, but not at crisis levels, adding zucchini is a very safe and therapeutic step. Let me share the story of Joe, a 68-year-old veteran from Arizona. Joe came into my clinic complaining about waking up 3 to 4 times each night to pee. His blood pressure was borderline high, his A1C was 6.4%, and he had mild edema in his ankles. He was already eating healthy by his definition, but his dinner routine included processed carbs and very little hydration during the day. We worked together to restructure his meals. One key change: swapping his starchy dinner side with roasted zucchini, sautéed with garlic and olive oil. Within 30 days, Joe reported he was only getting up once per night to urinate, and on some nights, not at all. His blood pressure dropped slightly, he lost 3 pounds, and his mood improved noticeably. This is the power of strategic nutrition. Beyond just hydration, electrolyte balance is critical to managing nocturia. Electrolytes, especially potassium, magnesium, and sodium, control how much water is retained or excreted by the kidneys. Zucchini contains all three, but in the right proportions to prevent water overload while minimizing dehydration. This is key for seniors. Drinking too little leads to concentrated urine, which irritates the bladder, while drinking too much, especially too late, leads to full bladders at 2 a.m. Zucchini gives you water slowly, supported by electrolytes that keep you in balance. How to add zucchini without getting bored. Zucchini is one of the most versatile vegetables in the kitchen. Here are 3 delicious, senior-friendly ways to eat more of it without falling back into bland boiled veggies. Use a spiralizer to create long strands of zucchini. Lightly sauté in olive oil with garlic and herbs. Toss with grilled chicken or salmon for a complete dinner. Low carb, satisfying, and perfect for blood sugar control. Slice zucchini into half moons, toss with olive oil, sprinkle with sea salt and rosemary, and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. The natural sweetness intensifies during roasting, and it pairs beautifully with lean protein. Add chopped zucchini to lentil soup, minestrone, or chicken stew. It absorbs flavor well and contributes water and fiber without bulk or bloating. Number 3, spinach. You may have heard spinach is good for you, but that doesn't quite do it justice. This leafy green is a biochemical powerhouse. And for older adults who wake up multiple times a night to urinate, it could be the nutritional key to restoring deep, uninterrupted sleep. Spinach doesn't just hydrate, it repairs. It doesn't just nourish, it regulates. And unlike many supplements marketed to seniors, it delivers real, measurable effects on the systems most connected to nocturia, blood sugar, kidney function, and inflammation. Let's explore how. One of spinach's most impressive nutrients is magnesium, and most Americans over 60 aren't getting nearly enough of it. Magnesium plays a pivotal role in over 300 enzymatic processes in the body. But here's why it matters specifically for nocturia. It improves insulin sensitivity, which reduces excess sugar circulating in your blood. It relaxes smooth muscle, including the bladder wall. It enhances sleep quality, which helps you stay asleep even if your bladder sends weak signals. A 2017 study in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplementation significantly reduced nocturia episodes in older adults within just 4 weeks. That's remarkable, because most people look for bladder medications without realizing a simple mineral could bring similar benefits naturally. And spinach is one of nature's richest sources of this mineral. 1 cup of cooked spinach gives you nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. Nocturia and diabetes go hand in hand. When blood sugar levels are high, the kidneys try to flush out excess glucose by producing more urine, especially at night when the body attempts to rebalance. Spinach helps break this cycle in multiple ways. High in fiber, slows the release of glucose from meals. Low glycemic index, won't spike blood sugar. Rich in alpha-lipoic acid, a compound shown to increase insulin sensitivity. Research published in Diabetes Care, 2011, demonstrated that older adults who consumed more leafy greens, particularly spinach, had up to a 14% reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes and better glycemic control if they were already diabetic. The fiber in spinach is particularly helpful for stabilizing blood sugar levels during the evening, which reduces bladder stress during sleep. Unlike carbs that digest rapidly, spinach slows digestion and balances the absorption of nutrients across several hours. So if you eat it with dinner, its effects will carry through the night. Meet Linda, a 66-year-old retiree from Ohio. She came to my clinic feeling exhausted, not because of her age, but because she hadn't slept through the night in over a year. Her primary care doctor had ruled out infections, but her A1C was borderline, and she was slightly overweight. We looked at her dinner and noticed something simple. she was skipping leafy greens. We added sautéed spinach with garlic and olive oil to her dinner 5 times a week. Within 1 month, her nighttime urination dropped from 3 times to 1. Her morning glucose readings improved, and she told me, "I didn't realize how much better life feels when you actually sleep." Spinach isn't just good for your bladder, it's good for your nervous system, too. It's loaded with vitamin C, vitamin E, and plant compounds like lutein and zeaxanthin. These antioxidants reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 root causes of aging-related disorders, from kidney disease to overactive bladder and even cognitive decline. Chronic inflammation in the bladder lining, often caused by sugar spikes or high-sodium diets, leads to heightened urgency. By reducing this inflammation naturally, spinach can help calm an irritable bladder without the dryness and side effects of common prescription drugs. Additionally, spinach's folate content supports cognitive health, important because frequent night waking has been linked to faster cognitive aging. Eating spinach regularly might help preserve memory and reduce neuroinflammation in older adults. The Neurology Journal published a 2018 study showing that people who ate 1 serving of leafy greens daily had brains that functioned 11 years younger compared to those who didn't. People often ask me, should I stop drinking water after 6 p.m.? The better question is, how can I stay hydrated during the day so my kidneys aren't overloaded at night? That's where spinach plays a unique role. Its water content, nearly 90%, combined with minerals like potassium and magnesium, supports even hydration throughout the day. Unlike drinking a big glass of water before bed, spinach slowly releases hydration as it's digested. That gives your kidneys what they need when they need it, without flooding your bladder at 2 a.m. Let's face it, some folks avoid spinach because they're unsure how to cook it or think it tastes bitter. But spinach is versatile and adapts to almost any dish. Here are 3 tried-and-true methods my patients love. Sauté fresh spinach in olive oil with minced garlic and a pinch of sea salt. Add a splash of lemon juice to brighten the flavor. This is great as a dinner side and pairs well with grilled fish or chicken. In a blender, combine a handful of raw spinach with almond milk, half a banana, and a scoop of protein powder or peanut butter. It's filling, blood sugar friendly, and hydrates without bloat. Start your morning strong by adding spinach to your scrambled eggs. It cooks down fast and provides energy-supporting nutrients like iron and B vitamins. Bonus, you can even add chopped spinach to soups, stews, or whole grain pasta sauces to sneak in more greens without changing the taste.